Hi, it's Janice here, and I'm just here in my home office, and I wanted to put together this little video because I'm just noticing that there's never been a more important time than what there is now to make the learning for our children relevant. What do I mean by that, Janice? Well, what I mean is that, I'm noticing a lot when kids have got new things in front of them and lots of things going around them all the time, it's so easy for them just to lose focus because it's not relevant to them. It's so easy for them to drop off and lose interest really quickly when they think it's all too hard. And the other thing I'm noticing too is that I'm seeing more and more kids these days, more and more children buried in these things with them all the time. I think as adults we have a lot to be accountable for that too, because we walk around with our phones on this side, we've got iPads over this side, we've got computers in the background all the time. So much digital technology is coming on. So the question now, is how can we keep this learning relevant? And how can we use this relevant kind of learning in this digital capacity and make it work together? And one thing that we can do as music teachers, I think, is use the software that's available on these things freely. Software like GarageBand is second to none. It basically is so much better than what I ever grew up with. I used to have trouble doing a 2-track recording, let alone what our kids have access. They have access to professional studio recordings in the palm of their hand these days. The question is, do they know how to really use it? It's one thing to be able to put a mishmash of different ideas together. It's another thing to use real structure, real musical knowledge, real ideas in a format that's relevant for any professional musician and work out how you can build those blocks right from where they are now to up through the steps and how they're going to get there. That's the question. We want tasteful music making. There's nothing worse than when you hear a little bit of work on some software like GarageBand and you hear it and you go, that's great, but there's your ideas, but it's not kind of working. We've got to be able to give them the tools and show them how that they can make it that little bit more, special. So what we thought of is we wanted to put together this free event. You can probably see it on this page, and I want you to scroll down and take a little bit more notice of it too. And I want to invite you, because you're a valued member of our mailing list. You've been with us perhaps for many, many years, if not even just a few weeks or months. So I want to invite you personally to come along to our live event. Now here, I'm going to warn you, it's going to be fast paced, it's going to move along, but we're going to go through some brand new software changes that GarageBand has brought out. We're going to look at how it works for Mac computers, we're going to look at how it's going to work for iPads, and we're going to show you a set of special skills to build through. You're going to get access to 10 different tutorials and 10 different lesson plans. So I want you to be part of it. I want you to come along, and even if you've never had any access to this kind of learning before, I don't want you to be worried, because there's plenty of ways that you can approach this, and you can take the time to teach it in the way you want to. It's really just idea forming. And who are we these days? Why should we be spending time reinventing the wheel when we can work together as a group and we can make something from nothing? And because we've got a group of really strong, experienced music teachers together, we can make something better than we've ever come up with before. So I want you to be part of that with us. So please take the time now, scroll down this page, have a look through the resources here, have a look through what we're saying here, have a look through some of what the participants so far have been saying, and then press the register now button so that you can take part of that straight away, and you can put your details in so you can be part of this special online presentation as well. And I look forward to seeing you there.